100% sure about one thing. If some people said Noah alayhi salam leaves 700, some people say 900, is it different because we don't have a trustable source. Everything is based on what Prophet said or what Emam said about their life. And that's sometimes a difference between saying of the life, how he lives, where he lives. That's the reason is a different idea about the place he lives, how many years he has, he lived, and this kind of issue about his life. It's not just about Prophet Noah, it's about other prophets too. But for tonight, I choose the last week because we started a topic about description of Prophet by Imam Ali alayhi salam based on Nahjul Balagha. If you remember last week in the English part, we talked about the life of our Persian Imam al-Zaman Ajjalallahu Ta'ala Fajr Sharif. In the Farsi part, we talk about the life of the Prophet and the description of the Prophet from Imam Ali alayhi salam, who mentioned that in a 72nd khutbah of Nahjul Balagha. And I think that was a good idea to just for a summary say what is this description by Imam Ali alayhi salam. Because we said last week why we have to understand and learn the life of Prophet from Imam Ali alayhi salam. What's the necessity of it? Because different people from the first years after the death of Prophet, they start writing books about the life of Prophet. And maybe we have more than 1,000 of books about the life of Prophet. Why we choose Nahjul Balagha? The reason we said last week, the reason is because the most trustable person we can get the real description of the Prophet is Imam Ali alayhi salam. What was the reason? First, he is the only person who started writing about Prophet. Second, he is the person who grew up by the hand of Prophet. Third, he is the first person who converted to Islam, and he is the first follower of Prophet after his wife Khadija Salamullah alayha. Fourth, he is one of the companions of the Prophet in all the age of his life. In his entire life, he was Muslim. And there's a lot of reasons we can say why we have to learn the life of Prophet from Imam Ali alayhi salam. Based on 72nd khutbah of Nahjul Balagha, Imam Ali alayhi salam start to describe Prophet. First sentence Imam Ali alayhi salam said about Prophet is, start with this sentence: Al-Khatimu lima sabaq. The Prophet was the person, he completed all of the religion. He was the last Prophet, and he was the end of the prophecy, and he was the Prophet, he completed all of the religion. Al-Yawm akmaltu lakum dinukum wa raditu lakum al-Islam dina. It is the first important part about the life of the Prophet. Second, about a description of the life of Prophet by Imam Ali alayhi salam. Imam Ali alayhi salam said he was al-Fatihu lima ghalaq. He was the solution for lots of the problems. And we mentioned some of the problems. For example, one of the problems in that time, Prophet, when he revealed and he became a prophet in Saudi Arabia, it was all of the men, they believe they are higher than women. And they don't like when the baby born, they don't like to tell them your baby is girl. And they bury their daughters. One of the solution Prophet bring for all of the human being was to give the real position of the woman to them and try to change the mind of Arabs to respect women, to respect to different gender, and with this beautiful ayah, Inna akramakum indallahi atqakum. If you're looking for a good person, you don't have to look at his gender or her gender. The better one is the person who is more close to Allah. He is more hard and he continues praying. It's not based on the gender or the color or whatever we call it. We talk about it. That's the second part. We say Prophet sallallahu, he was a solution for lots of problems. Is the first about the problem of the girls and the women in the time of Prophet. Second, a solution, a problem it revealed in the time of Christianity between knowledge, science and religion. And still we can see this problem. If you are a scholar, if you are a scientist, you can't be a really religious person in Catholic Christianity. Because religion and science can't mix together and it's hard to mix them together. When Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam he became a prophet, one of the first solution he started to establishing between the Arab community was to telling people the position and the high position knowledge has between Islam and how much Allah and Quran recommended people to study and to get knowledge as much they can. Even said you can learn knowledge from non-Muslim, from non-believers. Is it okay? Just learn. اطلب العلم من المهد إلى اللحد. You have to study, you have to learn from the time you're born until the time you will die. And I said one of the scientists, a German scientist, his name was Buskai, his last name was Buskai. In his book, the comparison between Bible, Quran and Torah, the three holy book, he said, I looking in three different kind of holy book Allah sent to the world, and I find a lot of problem between religion and modern science. But in Quran, I didn't even find one verse against knowledge or against modern science. And that's amazed me. The only book, it doesn't have any problem and is not against modern science is Quran. And that's one of the description. Imam Ali alayhi salam said he was a solution for lots of problems. The third part of the description of the Imam Ali alayhi salam from Prophet, inshallah, we want to talk about it, and inshallah we try to divide it to two parts, Farsi and English. Is Imam Ali alayhi salam said, Al-mu'linu al-haqq bil-haqq. The third part of the life of Prophet is really important for Imam Ali alayhi salam. Imam Ali alayhi salam said the Prophet showed the right path, showed the right path, and he invited people to the right path, to the holy purpose, to the holy goal by the holy tool and way. The whole of the goal of the Prophet was to invite all of the human beings to believe in one God, to believe to the judgment day. But he did this purpose, his goal, with the right way. He never forced one person to convert to Islam with force. Some people said Islam when come to Iran, come to Rome or other countries, he forced people to convert to Islam. No. In a history, it doesn't matter if you go to the Western writer or Muslim writer about the history of Islam. When Islam went to the different countries and different culture, Islam and Muslim gave them the option. The first way you have is you to convert to Islam. This is the Islam, this is the real path, you can convert to Islam. If you convert to Islam, Islam will serve you more. The Islamic government will serve you more. You don't have to pay more tax. You have our security or anything a Muslim has, you will have. But if you didn't, you want to stay Christian, you want to stay Jews, whatever you want to stay, it's okay. But it has a condition. First, you have to respect all of the rule of Islam.